there quick all of a sudden. Like you weren't there when you were...
If I could get into one.
I think we're just scaring them now. I have no boost. Nice. I almost didn't make it.
Guys, if you can't see, it's just because
I didn't through both of them either. So I didn't have a head start at it really. Nice shot. That in. Aw. You ready? You ready? You weren't ready. You went up. You were supposed to be getting ready. I forgot about it. Spider, huh? I can't search because you're party leader. Yup. Totally, guys. We're starting the game, by the way. It'll probably only work a couple of times. Mark, nice shot. Can he make that for you? Oh yeah, we were definitely making it. Okay. I see what you did there. I always think I have time to go to that boost, and I don't. I just need to get there one by the goal. That's the problem with this map. Those boosts are too far out. I hit his teammate.
I'm just doing something.
Yeah, everybody, subscribe to, Devo, D-Chill. Although I will give you another shout out when people start doing it too. Okay? I got you. Got you.
Oh,
I just want to do some 2v2 wagers, but people won't give up. Sub to me at your boy Salty. Sub to me. I want to start all your subscribers.
No, Death. You gotta
Hey,
get
bruh. Whoever entered the stream, definitely subscribe to D Chill. He's a really cool friend.
Bro, that was me. That was me. Wait, just be quiet. Okay, you need to chill out. So now you're my first thing. Second thing, that was me. Third thing, nobody's even watching your stream, so who are you even talking to? You're talking to your own self.
Shut up. Everybody, if you guys are listening to
Oh my god, guys, are you watching this? Oh my god. Bro, me and Salty have way more subscribers than you guys. Why are we We're not even desperate for subscribers.
But you're gonna lose on stream. You're gonna lose on stream once again, so.
You get spice. You get spice. You get spice.
you don't know what you're doing? You just up and then you just go right past them. Okay. See, like that. I got that shot, by the way. I almost saved it, I feel like, but I don't think so. Yeah, dude, send me an invite, and we'll see if you got anything I need worth trading. Not really. Nice shot. Pass, too. have any crates, man. I open those. You want to try? I don't know what he wants. He said he needs crates. He'll give you what he gets when he opens them. Sounds like a scam to me. But did we forfeit yet? It's Benny Mahmood, if you want to invite him.
Okay guys, I'm just joining somebody and yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Great for people just to give them the full fight. It seems like a waste of keys. That seems legit to me.
Roll your bets. In the high pressure moments, Shaw won't let you down.
Welcome to Football Daily, where today we're bringing you the records which might be impossible to break in football. 10. The oldest goal scorer in World Cup history. The oldest players at World Cups are usually in between the sticks, like Dino Zoff, who won the World Cup at 40, or Farid Mondragon, who became the oldest player to appear in the competition in 2014, aged 43. But unfortunately, outfield players' careers tend to be much shorter, especially with the increased reliance on physical ability in the modern game. One man who defied that, however, is Cameroon's Roger Milla, who went to the 1994 World Cup as a 42-year-old. By this point in Miller's career, the striker had made 631 appearances and scored 358 goals at club level, and wanted to add to his 4 World Cup goals as well. The Golden Oldie did just that, netting a consolation strike against Russia in a 6-1 defeat, and headed straight to the corner flag for his trademark celebration. Surely a record that won't be broken anytime soon. 9. The quickest red card. Unsurprisingly, this coveted award wasn't picked up by Vinnie Jones, who could have seen red after 5 seconds against Manchester City, but it actually happened in the lower leagues of England instead, in a big match between Cross Farm and Taunton East Reach Wanderers. Lee Todd, who was Cross Farm's striker, was next to the ref when he blew his whistle for kickoff, and startled by the noise, muttered, "Fuck me, that was loud." The ref, doing his best Mike Dean impression, an impression of an absolute tit by the way, took offence to Todd's swearing and sent him off after just 2 seconds. The striker, needless to say, was baffled, protesting his innocence by saying that his comments weren't aimed at the referee, but did say that anyone else would have done the same, as the ref nearly blew his ear off. Turns out Lee wasn't a big miss though, as his side won 11-2 despite being down to 10 men for the entire game. 8. The youngest player ever. There have been some notable young debutants in football. Freddie Adu started playing for DC United at 14, and most recently Ethan Ampadu made his debut for Exeter City at just 15 years of age. But how about being chucked onto the pitch when you're a 12-year-old? In 2009, this is what Mauricio Baldavezo experienced in Bolivia, when he came on in the 39th minute for his league debut. Needless to say, at 12 years of age, you're not exactly physically imposing, as the youngster got kicked to shit by the Las Paz defence and left the pitch in tears. It might have been awkwardly quiet for dinner in the Baldavezo household, as it was his father who sent him on though. It's remarkable to think that as of 2016, the striker is still just 20 years old, and is currently playing for the Bolivian champions CD Jorge Wilstermann. Mauricio could end up having one of the longest playing careers in football history. 7. The most international goals. You would think with the ridiculous goal-scoring records of the likes of Puskas, Coxis and Paul Neeson that the record for the most international goals would have been a relic from the 40s.
Oh my god, if you're watching, just make sure to smash that like button and subscribe.
An international career spanning 13 years, clocking out 149 appearances and scoring 109 goals. Incredibly, this is 25 goals more than second place Ferenc Puskas, although the opposition Dai faced was hardly 1970 Brazil. Dai's record is boosted by a 5-goal haul in one match against Sri Lanka and scoring 4 goals in one match 4 times. Although one of those games, in fairness, was against a respectable South Korea side. The most likely candidate to catch the Persian Pele is Neymar, who at just 24 years of age has 50 goals in 75 appearances for Brazil, but is still behind Dai's goal scoring rate of 0.73 per game. 6. The longest FA Cup tie. Until the 1990s in the FA Cup, there was no such thing as a penalty shootout, and instead matches would be replayed until there was an outright winner. The best example of this would be in the 1971-72 season, when Oxford City and Alvechurch played each other 6 times in the same round. A fixtureless nightmare, they had to face off 6 times in under 3 weeks, with 4 of the matches going to extra time. Alvechurch eventually won the war, but by the end of it, the opposition players started to know each other pretty well. Bearing in mind that these players all had separate full-time jobs, those 3 weeks must have seemed like torture, and for the players' sakes, thank God this record can't ever be topped, as the rule change means that tied games go to a penalty shootout. 5. Most goals scored by a keeper. Goalkeepers have always had the stereotype of being a bit loopy, but there is a rare breed of stoppers who believe they have what it takes to do a job at the other end of the field as well. This isn't a new trend either, as George Kitchen in the 1890s and Imrich Stacko in the late 40s fancied themselves as penalty takers. But the likes of Higuita and Shilova had even loftier set-piece ambitions, as they scored multiple direct free kicks, with the latter even bagging a hat-trick. But one man clearly takes the crown, and it's Rogério Senai. The Brazilian only played for Sao Paulo, scoring 131 goals. 61 of them were free kicks and 69 penalties, putting him in the top 10 goal scorers in the club's history. Senai hung up his goal scoring boots in 2015, aged 42, but is back at Sao Paulo now as their coach. 4. The most goals in a match. There have been some massive scorelines in footballing history. For instance, Arbroath beating Bon Accord 36-0 and Australia beating American Samoa 31-0, a game in which Archie Thompson bagged 13. But there's one that tops them all, and it's by a 3-figure margin. This happened in the ultra-competitive Madagascar League between rivals AS Adema and Olympic Lemra. But unfortunately, it wasn't your typical drubbing. Instead, it was a protest by Lemeren. The losing side felt they'd been on the wrong side of multiple refereeing decisions during the playoff tournament they were competing in. Instead of trying their hardest to battle through any perceived bias, they decided to blast the ball into their own net 149 times. That's an average of an own goal every 36 seconds. Typically, referees add 30 seconds of extra time per goal scored. So technically, there could have been 74 minutes added on if the ref wanted to torture the poor fans some more. As a result of this, multiple players were banned for the season, including the Madagascar national team captain. 3. The most red cards in one game. The record for the most red cards shown in a game within Britain is 5, which happened twice in the same year.
Oh my god.
Between Chesterfield and Plymouth and Bristol Rovers and Wigan in 1997. Compared to the 5th tier in Argentina, these were relatively disciplined matches, as in 2011, a game between Claypole and Victoriano Arenas managed to result in a record 36 red cards. For this to happen, the ref had to send off both sets of players, the substitutes, and the coaches. It all became the result of a brawl on the pitch, as the game got feisty and referee Damian Rubino had a dissertation of a match report to write up after the final whistle. The two coaches had different accounts of the incident, with the Victoriano Arenas manager saying that they wanted to kill me, whereas Claypole Sergio Maselli claimed that most players were acting as peacemakers and the ref was just confused. One thing's for sure though, the local FA must have been raking in the cash with the amount of fines dished out. 2. The most European Cups in a row. Since the European Cup became known as the Champions League, no team has won who witnessed Brazil's loss to Uruguay in the 1950 World Cup final at the Maracanã. Despite the official numbers, the actual attendance is
And if you want to see how many keys I've got,
with hundreds of thousands of Brazil fans excited as the Seleção did
there you go, that's all my keys.
But Uruguay and Gahiga snatched the winner with 11 minutes to go, and the Maracanazo is now considered a national tragedy. There have been a couple of times where football matches have come close though, most notably the Scottish Cup final between Celtic and Aberdeen in 1937, which drew a crowd of 150,000 people. North Korea's Rungwado Mayday Stadium can apparently fit 150,000, the highest capacity stadium in the world, but for some reason we doubt they'll be hitting the Maracanã figures anytime soon. So there we have it, but what do you guys at home think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, why don't you click here for loads more great...
Okay, I'm gonna go off, guys, because I'm really tired. So yeah, 1, 2, 3.